This never happens. High-grade Silver Age Marvel comics found at my favourite small Australian comic and toy fair. Find out what treasures I unearthed. Hi everyone and welcome to Still Only 35 Cents, your regular dose of vintage comics and collectibles. For this one, I'm back at Melbourne, Australia's best little event, the Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell for future videos just like this one. We're on our way to 4,000 subscribers, and when we get there, I'll be giving away this CGC graded copy of Fantastic Four issue 209, featuring the first appearance of Herbie the Robot. So make sure you're subscribed to be in with a chance to win. The Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair is held around 4 times a year here in Melbourne and is a mainstay for the local comic scene, with dealers and stall holders coming in from around the city. It's a great place to see friends as well as dig for some surprises. One of which was a selection of super high-grade Marvel Silver Age keys, but more on that later. For now, come with me to check out what was on show this time around and some of the amazing items you could find there. One of our newest booths. Good to see you.
Future.
So now you've got a sense for that latest event. Which of those treasures did I scoop up? And more importantly, what were those Silver Age high-grade Marvel comics that I found? So before we get started, I wanted to share these that I picked up from Elevate 3D Designs. Wonderfully 3D printed, beautiful comic book stands that fit not only normal comics, but CGC comics too. Look at the amazing 3D printing here. Wolverine, Incredible Hulk, and the Silver Surfer. Fantastic stuff from Mitch. So to start us off, we've got this great issue of Amazing Spider-Man Annual Issue 27. This is the period where Marvel were introducing new characters in each of the Marvel annuals that they were producing that year. And in Amazing Spider-Man, it was the character called Annex. This is still sealed in its beautiful poly bag, but you can see at the back you get these trading cards inside the 1993 annuals and a card featuring the character Annex himself. A nice little pickup for around $6. From the same stall holder, I didn't just pick up comics, I also picked up a whole bunch of action figures with this Marvel Legends series set containing Psylocke, Fantomex, and one of my favourite characters, Marvel's Nimrod, the ultimate sentinel from the future. I've always been partial to this character since his first appearance in X-Men, created by Chris Claremont and John Romita Jr. You get to see the beautiful packaging and that image of Nimrod from Jonathan Hickman's House of X run. So really stoked to get this as well. I paid $80 for such a great set. I think they go for around about $150. So this was a bargain pickup and super happy to grab that set with Nimrod in it. Another stall holder had this in store for me. This is Charlton Comics issue 6 of Haunted. Beautiful looking comic book, which is hard to find for Charlton's. They're notoriously bad in terms of paper quality. So to pick something up that looks in decent shape, I was super happy. I love picking up Charlton's whenever I can. They're a great, underrated comic book company with some classic artists like Steve Ditko working on these books. Great little book with a whole slew of horror tales within. Brilliant little snapshot. Super happy to pick this up for just $8. Always love digging through these old Charltons, and as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. So super happy to grab this one to add to the Charlton Horror Collection. Next up is this copy of Godzilla King of Monsters from the 1970s. This is issue 19, and it's one of the still only 35 cents books that I'm looking for. For those of you who don't know, I'm trying to put together the full collection of the still only 35 cent issues published by Marvel. I've got around 60 left to go, so this was one that was missing from the list, so I had to grab it. In great condition. Love this cover by Herb Trimpe and Bob Wycheck. Great looking book, and as you can see, it's in decent shape indeed, so that is going pride of place in the still only 35 cents collection. For those that don't know, Herb Trimpe was the penciler throughout this storyline, and writer Doug Meonch with inks by Dan Green. Just look at that classic Herb Trimpe artwork. From the same vendor, I found this. This is Marvel Movie Showcase Star Wars issue 1. I believe there were 2 of these issues in total. These were reprints of the original first 3 issues of Star Wars with the original cover by Howard Chaykin on the front there. A 64-page special. And as mentioned, reprints that great adaptation by Roy Thomas and Howard Chaykin. And all the first 3 fabulous issues included within. Just look at that Death Star image. With some great house ads at the back, with Epic Comics Are Coming and Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And there is the end of issue 3 for you. But as you can see, again, in really, really good shape. Finishing off collecting the entire Star Wars reprints and prints from the Star Wars first 6 issues. This had to be picked up. Great one. But what about those beautiful high-grade Silver Age Marvel comics? Well, this was from one vendor in particular who had a stack from his personal collection and was selling them off. As I say, super high grade. This is the first one. This is issue 81 of the Fantastic Four, featuring the exquisite Elemental, beautifully illustrated by Jack Kirby. It's got one tiny small colour breaking crease here on the bottom corner, but other than that, presents beautifully well. And here we have obviously that beautiful Stan Lee and Jack Kirby interior, and you can tell just by the edges of this book it's a beautiful looking copy. So really happy to pick this up with some classic Jack Kirby within. Awesome. Let's take a quick look at the back. As you can see, in really, really good shape. For this one, I paid around $40 Australian, so very happy with the price on that once we'd worked out a discount. We've got another one in the Fantastic Four here. We've got the Thing No More story featured in Fantastic Four issue 78. Again, a small colour breaking crease on the corner, but other than that, this presents beautifully. Let's have a quick look inside. Again, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby story. Just great to be able to dig through and see these beautiful illustrations from Jack the King Kirby himself. As you can see, in beautiful shape, front and back. So awesome. For this one, I paid around $70. And here's another one. Fantastic Four issue 77, Shall Earth Endure? Beautiful cover, this one. This doesn't have as many issues as the previous ones. No colour breaking on any of the corners here. So a very, very good looking copy. This one, again, let's have a look on the interiors. Beautiful stuff from Jack Kirby, introducing the power of Psycho Man. Great villain. Psycho Man, for those who don't know, is the character that actually gives Sue Storm the trauma and activates the Malice character that she becomes, and is now part of Marvel Rivals. As you can see, this is in beautiful condition. Really good looking gloss on that front cover. So I'm super stoked to be able to pick that up. This one again around about $70 for such a high grade copy. Very happy to pick that up, and the dealer was amazing to deal with. Another immaculate copy. This is Fantastic Four issue 82 with this stunning Jack Kirby cover featuring the Fantastic Four and the Inhumans with Black Bolt, Karnak, Crystal and Medusa on the cover. The Mark of the Madman story. Again, beautiful stuff from Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And an appearance of Lockjaw, the teleporting Inhuman dog. And again, look at that. Beautiful condition. Fantastic pickup. Very happy with that. This one was in very high grade and so was a little bit pricier. Managed to pick this one up for about $100 Australian. This next book I do already have in my collection, but it's a very low grade copy, which this isn't. This is Captain Marvel issue 3 with this beautiful, beautiful green cover from the Ashes of Defeat. Just look at that. Again, this looks like it might be in the 9s, near mint range. Really, really happy with the quality of that and grade. Looks beautiful. So this will replace my existing copy in the collection. Awesome stuff. With story by Roy Thomas and fabulous art by Gene Colan. Just look at that. And to close us off, my favourite of the whole bunch, and probably the highest graded copy I saw there, this is a copy of Mighty Avengers Issue 66 with that stunning John Buscema cover. Beautiful stuff, and as you can see, very high grade indeed. Absolutely always loved this splash page from a very young Barry Windsor-Smith, credited as Barry Smith here. Story by Roy Thomas. A beautiful early Barry Windsor-Smith art here throughout. Absolutely wonderful stuff, and in such high grade. Really happy to pick this one up. I paid around about $120 for this one too, so again, super happy to pick this up. And as mentioned, you don't see these in Australian comic book fairs very often, especially in this high grade. So be able to pick these up and get this whole collection, I'm really stoked. So all in all, a great set of pickups from the Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair. So that's it. I really hoped you enjoyed the show and the amazing pickups. Let me know in the comments below what you would have grabbed and what was your favourite from my pickups. We've just launched channel memberships here on Still Only 35 Cents. For just $2.99 US a month, you can join the other price variant members to gain access to exclusive member-only videos and live shows. All the proceeds raised from memberships will be going to the Hero Initiative. And with that, thanks as always for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next issue. Don't forget to check out other great videos, as well as follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and X. We also host a weekly live stream, the Merry Monday Mail Call Show, every Monday morning at 7:30 AM Australian Eastern Time. Enough said.